You sitting across from her, same table, same coffee, same quiet tension you can't quite explain. She says something simple, almost casual. Text me when you get home. And for a second, you freeze. Because it didn't sound like just words. It felt like something more. And your mind starts spinning. Was that concern? Is she just being polite? Or does she actually care? Am I reading too much into this again? Here's the truth most people miss. Attraction isn't loud. It's subtle. It's layered. And it hides in the smallest moments. The way she feels about you doesn't always show up in big confessions. It shows up in the words she chooses, without even realizing it. You're not overthinking it. You're just noticing what most people ignore. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to hear what she's really saying, even when she's not saying it directly. Let's get into it. Most people think attraction is obvious. Clear signals, big gestures, direct words. But the real truth is, attraction lives beneath the surface. It shows up in tone, in timing, in the small, almost forgettable phrases she uses without thinking, before her words ever do. When a woman likes you, she doesn't always say it directly. Not because she's playing games, but because vulnerability feels risky. So instead, her feelings come out sideways, wrapped inside everyday language. Most couples miss this. They wait for grand declarations, while completely overlooking the quiet signals that are actually more honest. Because here's the deeper truth. When someone feels safe with you, their words start carrying emotion they don't even consciously control. And once you understand that, you stop guessing. You start seeing. 1. Text me when you get home. Care disguised as casual. Most people hear this and think it's just polite, just something nice to say at the end of a night. But here's what's really happening. Her nervous system is tracking your safety, even after you leave. This isn't about control. It's about connection extending beyond the moment. Disconnect version. All right, bye. Connection version. Text me when you get home, okay? And inside her, something is quietly saying, I don't want the connection to end yet. That's not casual. That's care. And when you notice it, the space between you starts to feel warmer without either of you forcing it. 2. Did you eat? Emotional investment in disguise. Here's the part no one talks about. Most couples overlook nurturing language because it sounds so simple, but emotionally, it's loaded. She's not just asking about food. She's checking if you're okay. Disconnect version. You good? Connection version. Did you eat today? Because beneath that question is this unspoken thought. I'm thinking about you even when you're not here. This is what emotional presence sounds like. Soft, quiet, real. And when you recognize it, she stops feeling like someone you're guessing about and starts feeling like someone you understand. 3. You're different. Curiosity turning into attachment. This is where it gets really interesting. Most people hear this and brush it off or joke about it. But this phrase carries weight because different means she's comparing you to everyone else. And something about you feels safer, more grounded, more real. Disconnect version. You're cool. Connection version. You're different. And in her mind, there's a quiet realization. I feel something here I don't usually feel. That's not random. That's emotional recognition. And when you lean into that energy, the walls she usually keeps up start lowering without pressure. 4. I told my friend about you. You've entered her world. Not louder conversations, not more texting, not trying harder, but inclusion. That's what changes everything. Most people in relationships stay separate, even when they're close. But when she says this, you're no longer just an experience. You're becoming part of her life. Disconnect version. She keeps you private. Connection version. I told my friend about you. And inside, there's a shift happening. This matters enough to share. That's vulnerability in motion. Subtle, but powerful. And that's the moment a connection starts becoming something real. 5. I miss you, even a little. Emotional honesty leaking through. Here's the one most people never figure out. When she says this casually, it's not casual. Because missing someone requires presence. It means you stayed in her mind after you left. Disconnect version. Silence after time apart. Connection version. Hey, I kind of missed you. And what she's really saying is, you affected me more than I expected. That's not something people fake easily. And when you receive it without overreacting, she feels safe to open up even more. 6. You make me feel safe, the core of attraction. This isn't about protection, or dominance, or control. It's about emotional safety. Most couples chase excitement, but what actually builds attraction is safety. Because when she feels safe, she relaxes, she opens, she becomes more herself. Disconnect version. She's guarded, careful, reserved. Connection version. You just make me feel safe. And inside her nervous system, there's relief. I don't have to perform here. That's rare. That's powerful. And that's what turns attraction into something lasting. 7. Stay a little longer, the signal you can't fake. And this is the one that changes everything. Time is the most honest currency in attraction, because nobody asks for more time unless they genuinely want it. Most people rush endings. They detach early to protect themselves. But when she says this, stay a little longer, she's not managing the moment. She's extending it. Disconnect version. All right, I should go. Connection version. Wait, stay a little longer. And what's moving through her is, I don't want this to end yet. That's not strategy. That's feeling. And that's the shift that turns a moment into a memory. This isn't about decoding words. It's about understanding emotion. Because when you start hearing what's beneath the surface, you stop second-guessing everything. You become more present, more aware, more grounded. This isn't a trick to read her mind. This is what emotionally intelligent people naturally notice. And here's what changes everything. When you respond to the feeling behind her words, not just the words themselves, she feels seen in a way most people never experience. And that's where real connection begins. This isn't a checklist. It's a shift in how you show up. And when you internalize this, you stop chasing clarity and start creating it. Because the truth is simple.